Third baseman number 2, Gene Segura.
Gene Segura is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Kershaw now on 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
And Lucroy's throws a good one, so the bunt for hit attempt doesn't pan out.
Second, right fielder.
Here's J.D. Martinez. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's gone 3 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, center fielder number 27, Mike.
Now at the plate, Mike Trout. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Polanco. Still going back. Gone!
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte on the move, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays, left fielder.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Here's Price now on 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Zobrist. Oh, and he whiffs on it.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out.
Here's Starling Marte. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Anthony Rizzo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 1-1. Here it comes. A fastball right over the outside corner. Now Price is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the. At the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw.
DJ
hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. With that, the Royals have their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Batting 6, left fielder Ben
To
Zobrist.
short. Played on the backhand. Cano for one. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Batting 7th.
Here's Corey Seager. He'll work on
Corey
keeping this top of the
Seager.
second alive. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Polanco has a read on it. And that's the third out. Nothing doing. So striding in, Xander
And leading off
Bogaerts.
for the Rays,
He'll be the one to lead it off against David
shortstop,
Price here in the inning. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's off the left field wall. The throw into second. But it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Batting 8th.
Jonathan Lucroy stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Bogaerts is on his way home. On the tag from Cervelli. He's out at the plate. Coming to the plate now, George Springer. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Runners are at first and second with one away. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he got him.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Squared that one up just a little late. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, and he can't come up with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on. Welcome back to this MLB Network from St. Pete, Florida. Nice look there at nearby Clearwater.
Hitter,
Dustin Pedroia is at the plate as he watches ball one. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
batting 9th.
So stepping in, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Well, the good ones have that bat control. You see right there, he had a hole on the right side. First baseman was holding, second baseman playing double play depth, and he shot it right through there on the right side for the hit. Nice job.
Ready for another chance? J.D. Martinez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Marte going back. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball.
And leading off for the Rays, center fielder.
Cut fastball inside, ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 24,
Robinson Cano is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
The 2-2 coming now from Price. Hit out toward second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now. He hit a sac fly earlier. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Zobrist. And that retires the side. So no. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
He's got to feel good about himself. A multi-hit game. He knows he's been struggling. We know he's been struggling. Maybe this is the start of good things to come.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Cabrera comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. Runner goes for third. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Digging in to try it again. DJ LeMahieu. He singled his last time up. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ball game. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Cano will put this one away for out number 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
The batter, number 7.
Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits. 1 error so far for Kansas City. Now the big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Well, the first 2 pitches are interesting. Both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? This is going to be a good at-bat to watch.
And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. And that will retire the side. Royals settle for just the 1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 44.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Boy, that's an ugly swing right there. And they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make an adjustment, or this game could get ugly quick.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Xander Bogaerts.
Number 2.
He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 from Price. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Hey, one of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bogaerts is retired. 2 down now.
Number 3, designated hitter.
Stepping in, Evan Longoria. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit in the air to right field. Martinez has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Rays go in order. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dustin Pedroia. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The catcher, number 33.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. A base hit in his first trip. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. This for Machado down at third. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Gene Segura standing in. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. This is line to left. Polanco is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Roy. Now the first pitch here from Price.
Catcher
Jonathan Lucroy is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Here's Price now on 1-0. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. Riding in once again, George Springer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And there's the 4th wide one, so now the double play perhaps in order with nobody out. Gregory Polanco runs up as if to bunt and missed it. Strike 1. None out, runners at first and second. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Called a strike as he pulled the bunt attempt back. 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball.
Well, we got a big pitch coming up now. That's ball 3 right there. And look at with this situation with 2 guys already on, you don't want to load the bases. You got to come after him, make him swing the bat.
LeMahieu will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Starling Marte comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
The batter, second baseman.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Zobrist has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner.
Third baseman.
Ready once again, Manny Machado. He hit a sac fly earlier. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Lays off 2-2 now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And a good throw is in time, and they escape the jam. Digging in to try it again, J.D. Martinez. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The center fielder, number 27.
Mike Trout will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. The 1-0 delivery. Look out, 2-0 now. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out.
Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. One out and a runner on third. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2. The runner's breaking for home. Now a bunt attempt here. Rizzo is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out. But meanwhile, the run is in to score.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. And the so striding forward now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
Rizzo.
Hard hit towards center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out.
The shortstop, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Into the box, Evan Longoria. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ball game. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Swing and a liner. But this is foul near the seats. 2 out, nobody on. And now Longoria with a big swing and a drive in the air to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Swing and a liner. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Seager.
Yeah, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia. A hit in 2 tries so far. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 33.
Striding in once again, Francisco Cervelli. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Casey. Here's George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one.
Well, Matt, we talk about first pitch strike, right? Look, it's
off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
Here's the 2-1 from Price. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Right over the middle, knee high. Andrew Miller comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Andrew Miller.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder Gregory Polanco.
Here comes Seth. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Zobrist comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Fielder number 6.
Here's Starling Marte. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Steven Matz takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Steven Matz.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Line drive to center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
That ball's inside and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan's to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Now pitching for Kansas City, number 39, Jerry.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He swings and grounds it to short. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch. Gene Segura standing in. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Baseman number 2, Gene Segura.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
A ball hit hard to the left side, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Trout, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Runner breaks for third. In the dirt, and now let's see. And oh, the pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, so that runner will make it to third base safely. But a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is Kyle Bearclaw is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 46, Kyle Bearclaw.
Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
And leading off
this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout, as that's a big man to retire to start out the home eighth.
Anthony
ready for another
Rizzo.
shot now. Anthony Rizzo, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Please.
David Robertson answers the call
City.
now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Robertson.
Line to the right side, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
The shortstop.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander
2 for 3
Bogaerts.
with a double on his line so far. Kenley Jansen is
City.
called upon with 2
Number
out in the 8th
74.
as he's asked to complete
Kenley
a 4-out save.
Jansen.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Hit the other way out toward right field. Martinez has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Down in order. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Miguel Cabrera.
Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't full. For a second, gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
You love this situation right here, Matt. Runner on second, no outs. You either get him over or you get him in. Worst case, get him over, and the next guy drives him in.
And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Over now, they'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play in the inning. Jonathan Villar will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Evan Longoria will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Martinez is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. In now, Jonathan Lucroy. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Martinez has a read on it. 2 gone.
Right fielder,
At the plate, George Springer. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Ground ball left side. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Gregory Polanco. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. There's the sinker to start him out, missing down and away for ball 1. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Runner goes for second, and he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final.